You don't really feel time passing. What you do feel is the quiet panic of realizing it slipped by. An empty calendar, a rush goodbye, a whole month you can barely remember. Your life isn't moving faster, it's just folding into itself, compressed by routine, blurred by sameness. This isn't a scheduling problem, it's a perception one. And the fix? It's not a productivity hack, it's about memory and meaning. Think about this. Remember how long summers used to feel? When you were a kid, a 2-month break felt like a lifetime. Now, a whole year can vanish between 2 birthdays. Why is that? Because your brain doesn't actually track time with clocks. It tracks it with memories. And memories only form when something new happens. Your first day at college? Burned in. Your 300th Monday morning? Gone. That's the trap. The more predictable your life becomes, the fewer moments your brain saves. It's not that nothing happened, it's just that nothing stood out. You didn't waste those days, but, and I say this gently, you didn't notice them either. So, here's a small fix. Break the pattern. Once a week, do something weird. Take a new route. Order the strange thing on the menu. Text someone you haven't seen in 3 years. Even a little unfamiliarity can make your brain wake up again. And when the brain wakes up, time expands. Now here's the part no one tells you. The more productive you are, the more likely you are to forget your life. Sounds unfair, but it's true. You crush the to-do list, reply to everything, hit every target. But at the end of the day, what do you actually remember? You remember the moment you launched, maybe the day you quit. But the 500 meetings in between? Gone. There's a name for this. Achievement amnesia. Doing more, feeling less. Because your brain doesn't care about how many things you finished. It cares about how alive you were while doing them. Challenge. Curiosity. Fear. Silliness. Embarrassment. Emotion makes memories. Efficiency often doesn't. Here's a small trick. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what surprised me? Not what was important, not what got done, just what broke the script. That one question tells your brain, this matters. Save this. Now, let's talk about routine. It's sneaky. Routine is helpful. It keeps life stable. But too much routine, and you stop showing up for your own life. You stop tasting your coffee. You forget how you got from room to room. You're in conversations but thinking about your inbox. And eventually, you feel invisible in your own story. We call it burnout, but sometimes it's not about energy, it's about memory loss. Memory of who you are. You didn't run out of fuel, you ran out of signal. So, once a week, do something that breaks the pattern. Something inconvenient, messy, unoptimized. Cook something that takes 2 hours. Walk without your phone. Call your uncle for no reason. Disruption reminds your brain, hey, I'm still here. And then there's aging. Nobody warns you about this part. As we get older, time doesn't just move faster, it gets flatter. Why? Because we stop having firsts. First kiss, first failure, first apartment with terrible Wi-Fi. And when the firsts fade, life starts blending together. Seen it, felt it, nothing new. That's why adults keep asking, where did the time go? It didn't go anywhere. We just stopped marking it. So bring the firsts back. Learn something you're bad at. Travel without a plan. Say something honest even if it feels awkward. Let yourself feel strange again, because strange becomes story, and story becomes memory. So, how do you stretch time? How do you make life feel longer without quitting your job or running off to a mountain cave? It's not about changing everything. It's about noticing what's already there. You don't need more time. You just need to be in it, fully. Not just mindful, present. Here's a trick. Name your moments. This is the first sunlight I've seen all day. This quiet feels rare. This laugh, I want to keep this one. When you name something, you frame it, and what you frame, you remember. That's what artists do. They turn tiny moments into lasting ones. You can too. Let me leave you with this. You can't control the length of your life, but you can control the density of it. You haven't lost time, you've just stopped feeling it. And when you stop feeling time, you stop feeling alive. But the door is still open. Watch this next. It shows why some people remember everything and how you can start small. Because time won't stretch by itself, but your attention can.